No Sound the Earthos is an electroacoustic opera in 2 acts for 3 singers, actor, string quartet, and electronics. The action begins as our protagonist, Gus Turnwheel, receives a fatal diagnosis, leaving him with just a few months to live. In a kind of final gesture, he convinces his estranged sister Kate and her husband Michael, the assistant to a prominent architect, to journey out of the city and into the jungle in search of an unknown brother, a brother whose very existence falls deeper into question as they plunge into the wild. As they travel, the jungle seems to shake off the deep-laid structures of their lives and brings the travelers into a harsh light, where long-buried tensions are made clear. Kate faces a secret well of unhappiness springing from the loss of an unborn child. Michael breaks out of his intellectual skybox, while Gus, amongst the jungle's profusion of life, confronts his mortality. Electronic sound plays a major role in No Sound the Earthos. The electronic part has been written in such a way as to incorporate recorded sounds into the music and plot at the very deepest level. The electronics are composed entirely by sampling the sounds found in each new world the 3 characters travel to. The electronics are built with all the specificity and detail of an instrument that not only accompanies the singers, but immerses the audience in environmental sound. There are melodies made of birdsong, harmonies in the wind, a xylophone of drip drops as the trio travels through a cave. There are even the sounds of a few animals that appear to shape the group's journey. The constant reference and influence of these sounds creates a symbolic or poetic dialectic between the sound and plot. Much like visual symbolism in a novel, each environment brings with it sounds that both interact with the characters and create a layer of deeper poetic resonance between the story and the deeper meaning of environment. Part 1. A year has passed since my father died. To remember him, I see the tempest. I see my father as Prospero, the wizard of 1,000 books, a sorcerer with a map of everything pressed in his mind. Through the night, I watch as the old sage battles his enemies, hatches his plans, puffs up his power and rage, and when the moment is right and hot, he lets it go. He lets his power go. And I'm crying. From the seat to my left, suddenly, there's a hand in mine. Eyes meet. In the dark theater, the unexpected pulls my life into change. A long silence in the black. Slowly, the sounds of a hospital come into the speakers. Pumps, distant footsteps against the linoleum, an intercom. Then, in the fore, the regular pulse of the EKG. In a spot of light, Gus. 1 month. I'm sorry, Gus. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. I'm sorry. An apartment interior slowly fades into view. Stunned, Gus wanders the room. Replacing the hospital, the quiet, mundane sounds of small apartment life appear. A wheezing radiator, the sound of an upstairs neighbor walking across the floor, the ticking of a clock. Empty. Gus stares off. Time passes, and after a long while he crosses to the window and opens it. The sounds of life outside pour into the room. There, sitting in the chair to my right. And the lights. I remember the lights, glancing through the corners of dark over there, and there, as the city sounds washed in the window, as the trains and birds and cars crept in the window. The barks, the yells, the sirens, and murmuring crowds leapt through the park, sprang up through the trees, scaled the walls and over the window sill, and up the stair. He was here. He was here. He was there, there. In the chair to my right. The chair to my right. The chair to my right. Separately, lights up on Michael and Kate. Kate Turnwheel, late 20s, sits in a toll booth. She is sad and refined, too elegant to be in a uniform working this job. She pulls a long, clanking mechanical lever, talks to the patrons, and marks their departure with another clank. Her husband, Michael Grant, the young architect's assistant, sits at his desk, alive, surrounded by a sea of papers, pencils, and books. He is in his mid-20s, well-dressed and wiry. He contemplates his employer and mentor's words. Basho has an idea. And the world stumbles in to perform. Yes, $3, thank you. The architect Basho has an idea. And it jumps from up here from his mind, to the pen, to the paper, to the site, to the tools, and into the city. Yes, miss, $3 this way, $3.50 back. Pillars go up. Foundations go down, and a spot hollowed out in the heart of the city grows, and grows, and grows. Outward, miss, just up the freeway. Upward, yes, just up the road. And downward, yes, and inward, yes, and yes, no, no, yes, I know, and no, 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 I know, and man, I think that's fantastic! I think that's the best thing of all! A skeleton of posts of iron and spindles that flies up and drops down from ceiling to floor, to ceiling to floor upon floor upon floor, that soars from here to there, to set an idea in stone, in iron and wood, an idea from here, there, here, there, here, there, sitting in the chair to my right, without the slightest sense of what was happening, without knowing what to do or what to say, just breathlessly passing the day away into night. I listened to my heart and my watch as they counted the moments from now to soon to then. There. We sat in the chair. We sat in the chair to my right, sitting in traffic, the chair to my right, watching my figure, watching our budget, the chair to my right, watching the clock, answering calls, the chair to my right, driving to Gus's, the chair to my right, climbing the stair, ringing the buzzer, waiting, waiting, the buzzer. Gus is interrupted by the sound of the buzzer. He buzzes the door and leaves the room. Kate is waiting outside the apartment. She knocks, waits, knocks again, and then enters the apartment. The sounds of the city still filter in through the open window. Kate, surveying the room, becomes lost in a sea of nostalgia. A string quartet comes into the speakers. The fourth appears as Kate's father. Enter Gus. Kate! Close the window! Kate! Frightened, Kate slams the window. The fourth disappears. Gus! My brother in absentia. Too long. It's been too long. You sound just like father now. It's been too long. You look just like father now. It's been too long. So, these are the remains of father's estate. These are the remains of the great statesman's estate. I don't blame you. You know that. You know I don't blame you. He had debts. He had foibles. He was overextended. We were caught up in contracts and clauses. Who could have expected? Who would have expected that will? And... sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just happy to be here. Kate. Kate. I'm happy that you're here. There's something, Gus. I could hear it in your voice, on the phone, in your tone, Gus. Something's happened. Something's passed. To hear from you after all these years, I could tell. I knew. Meh! That's my husband, that's Michael. I don't know why I thought this was a good time to meet. I don't know why I thought this was a good time for you two to meet. Yes, no, no, yes, I know, I hear what you're saying. It could be a disaster that we didn't know faster, that we... Yes, yes, no, no, I know. Hey, Gus, sorry. Great to meet you. I brought some dinner, some awesome Chinese. They're laying the foundation, Gus. You can't imagine the coordinating this kind of thing takes. It's crazy. He gets texts and calls even in the middle of the night. Now that the planning is over, things have slowed. Work's been amazing, exhausting, but amazing. I still can't believe I got this job working with the Kanjo Basho, and right out of school, Basho actually designed the bridge, the one where Kate works. There's such a sense of freedom about it, it seems to fly. It's like a testament to the spirit, man's willingness to be free. Freedom? Yes. How about we have some food? Nah. I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. This one, it's from Basho. Great to meet you, Gus. Sorry. Sorry again, guys. Bye. Exit Michael. No surprises there. He knew this was important. He can't do a damned thing but work. Did you hear about the honeymoon? Of course you didn't. Well, there was none. You were married so fast, I imagine. No. He has the resources for that kind of thing. No. It's that job, Gus, that job. He couldn't take a week away, hell, half a week. He just works and talks about work. I'm sorry. I wanted this to go well. I wanted us to be happy here, to be close here. You know that. He knows that. I guess I'm just frustrated I didn't get the perfect job right out of school. Kate, frustrated I'm not well known in my field. Kate, frustrated I don't live and breathe what I do. Kate! A sudden change of light. Gus tells Kate the news as Kate recalls the memory to Michael. I have 3 months to live. The doctor says, it's time. It's time. It's time to settle my affairs, and then to finish up here and there, and then he says, finish up what I can, and then Gus says, Kate. And he doesn't say why I know nothing about this. I have to tell you, or how this came to be, I have to tell you now, or why we've waited till now. And then Gus says, Kate. In his cryptic, unemotional, inspecific way, he says, Kate. He says, Kate. 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 You need to know. We have a brother who lives far, far away in the jungles in the south. Deep within the wilds in the jungles in the south. And we're going there, Kate. We're going to meet him, Kate. We're going there, Kate. We're going to meet him, Kate. We're going there, Michael. We're going to meet him, Michael. We're going. We're getting out of this city before I die. The pulsing rhythm of the previous scene charges the air, and a deep rumble fills the space. A flash of light, and the fourth is illuminated. Lights go black on Michael and Kate. From the depths a rumble, like a torrent of water. The train car comes. An obscene music rattling to a stop. The bell, the opening doors. Out pours the revolving cast of the city from the subway into the streets. 1,000 people, and I don't know any of them. I never will know any of them at all. 1,000 conversations that no. I remember now. I'm quite alone, and no. I'm sorry. There was no train. Only the wind, and no. No. Not silence. A dripping comes from the ceiling onto a spot at my feet. And I look down, and there's this white, rock-solid lump clinging to the floor, growing on the tile. It's a very nice station, very clean, very sleek, and I'm flanked by 2 shiny cars, doors closed, silent, waiting for something or nothing. But there's this lump. So I look up, and there are honest-to-God stalactites, long, thin white stalactites growing off the freshly painted iron. Some trickle through the foundation was collecting the detritus of the city and growing it here right at my fucking feet. And I'm thinking, Christ, this is all happening very fast. And I start thinking about everything and about nothing at all, and I'm thinking about us here in bed, and about those lovers in a Pompeii trapped suddenly together, forever in a cast of cinder and ash. One moment city and morning love, and then the next hot cinder and ash, and my mind is really going now. Like it does in the city, thoughts that come from everywhere and nowhere at all. If the human project fails, a slow falling asleep under the weight of our things, bottles, hair dye, lube, death by beaded scrunchies, sweater plastic appliques, whatever we were so desperate to cover our very short lives with. Then whole city blocks slowly reclaimed by the plants and critters that survive us in the hot new world. And Gus, these 1,000 thoughts just make me want to prove with you that we're here. Make a special moment that only you and I can ever know was here. Makes me want to go out there, find somewhere in the jungle, somewhere hot, wet and green, somewhere where I'm sure no one's ever been. Let these thoughts settle and see if we still want to be. I really am in love with you, you know. Yes. Let's do that. Let's go to the jungle and settle this and see. In a flash, a deep rumble fills the space, the pulsing rhythm from before. We're going, we're going, we're going, we're going. From the depths a rumble, like a torrent of water, the train car comes. The lights on the fourth fade, lights up on Michael and Kate. They wait on the subway platform. Kate is hard and defiant. Michael nearly twitching with a nervous buzz. An explosion of sound. The subway comes and stops. The ding of the arrival bell and the scrape of the opening doors. Michael and Kate enter the car. The subway springs back into life, taking off. I don't know about this. I don't know if I can do that. I'm so sorry, Kate. I don't think that I can take the time. No. This is a kind of big time at work. Basho needs me. No. The project needs me. No. You know we're laying the foundation. You know I'm in charge of the foundation. You know that, Kate. You know that. You know. Yes? Yes, I know. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. Knows you're important. Knows that you're special. Knows that you're needed. Knows that you're needed. But no. No. We know that you're needed, but what if just once? What if this once? What if just once? What if this one time it was me? It was I. I was the one that needed you, Michael. What if this one time it's time for family, Michael? Yes, family, Michael. I'm sorry, I have to be firm, I have to be clear. This is not about choosing the choice to suit your career. God knows my life isn't going ahead, so for once you can put yours on hold. Just for once you can listen to me and do as you're told. Just for once, just for once, just for once. It's time for family, Michael. Family, Michael. My brother is dying. My only family is leaving me now, and now there's this chance, a chance, this wild, improbable chance, a chance, this chance, deep within the wilds, in the jungles in the south, and you'll take me there. Yes, you'll take me there and give me family, Michael. Family, Michael. Family. In the mornings after you leave, while I wait for the bus before work, I watch the swirling sea of people, and I think, now that the baby is gone, now that our baby is gone, now for once, just for once, now this one time, you'll give me family, Michael. Family, Michael. Family. You'll go in there now and let them know. 14 days. You're entitled to that. We're entitled to that. Suddenly, rhythmic chug-a-chug of the train. A compartment interior. Kate, intense, alive, stares out the window. Michael, eared glues to the phone, sifts through papers, navigates between screens. Gus. In rapt contemplation. This is the life, yes, this is the life, this is the life, yes. The train rumbles out of the city. Skyscrapers split into sky. Kate watches the sun rise as we barrel towards the shore. Yes, no, no, yes, I know, what's that? It's so damn loud in here. This is the life, yes, this is the life, this is the life, yes. The sound of a passage by sea, a droning engine, waves, birds, a foghorn in the dark. Down to the shore and on a boat, the city slips away beneath the veil of the horizon. Night falls, the dew and the cold. This is life, this is life. Nothing but the deck, the ocean and stars. This is the life, yes, this is the life, yes. Yes, no, no, yes, I know. Hello? 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 Rising sun on an azure bay, looking for our bags among exotic smells, exotic tongues, standing in the sun-kissed day, sun-kissed skin in a crowded bus, a thought about death, dogs in the street, churches, beaches, homeless children, blossoms, children. This is life, this is life, this is the life. Yes, no, no, yes, I know, yes, no, no, yes, I know, no, no, I know, no, no, I know, no, no, I know, I'll call in the morning, yes. It's coming. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes. 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 Goodbye. A resort town. The train slowly resting in the station. The great release of steam, echoing voices of children, a distant whistle, a bell. Eyes closed in a warm yellow spot of sun. Gus sits alone. Through the windowed vault of the station, the sun sifts through the thickness in the air. So time has come and life has passed. Through the feathered dome of my lids, the red sun pools into the window of my eyes. And time has come to take its toll, the bitter look over the shoulder, the bitter look back. The bitter look into the future takes hold. Endless, black. But the sun is warm and white, and the smell of steam is in the air. The sun assures me that I'm here, watching the beautiful day, pass the torch away into the night. When did I learn to live a life looking anxiously ahead? When did I lose myself, looking back at what's past, looking back at what's dead? There has never been and never will be anything but now. This is true. This is a fact. Michael totters in under a mass of bags. Hey, Gus. Are you feeling any better? You were definitely wise to stay behind. I'm not sure where Kate is. She sort of wandered off. Back! We're back! Ding. Beautiful, beautiful day. I'm sure there's not a thing we missed. Shop till noon. Saw the mission. Saw the beach. I'm beat. Meh. Yes, it's there. Check the attachment. Just a sec. Let me put you on hold. Rode a horse. Ate a taco. Got a tan. Michael burned. I got a tan. Give me a sec. I'll send it again. Beautiful, beautiful town. Wandering the dusty roads. Spicy food and earthy sounds. The planning here. I'd say it's quaint. City planning here is quaint. Is fucked. What I mean to say is what I didn't like was being tracked by the police through a maze of streets where the only bathrooms in a strip club by night, grocery by day / internet cafe. Glad you got it. That's fine by me. Ruh! Ruh! Everyone slowly turns to look at the bundle that Kate's holding. Ruh! I have to call you back. Kate. What's that? A dog? Yeah, but why? Because he's ours. But no, I knew you would say that, just leave it alone. There's a place to keep him right in the next town, and when we're back from our trek, he'll have his papers and shots. It's fine. It's fine. Kate, it's fine, Michael. Just let him go. It's fine. Kate, I knew you would say this, Michael, but Kate! Kate. That's crazy. Let him go. With difficulty, Kate lets the dog go. The dog scampers off. Please, Michael. I'm parched. Would you please get me something to drink? Water. No ice. Michael moves towards her. Please, Michael. Exit Michael. Kate is quivering on the edge of tears. Don't look at me. Don't look. I can see what you're thinking. I can see how you're thinking. How stupid I am to have married that man after even less than a year. After less than a year, we should tear each other to bits, but it's these thoughts, Gus. These thoughts. They cover everything now. Like brine, like dust, like salt on a post at sea, this condom of thoughts, Gus. Safe? Yes. Predictable, prejudged. I loved him once, yes. But now I have nothing to hold but the sheaf of memories, the sleeve of thoughts, Gus, this hollow, empty sleeve. And you can never love a thought. Michael enters with the water. Thank you. Michael, show him the watch. Gus, we're standing at the edge of a pier, a beautiful, beautiful pier, soaking up the sights and sun, and a messenger boy hands us a box. Can you believe it, Gus? It's from Basho. He must have tracked the GPS on my, or rather his, the company's phone. Show him the watch, let me get it off. Show him the inscription when I get it off. Do you need help? I got it. Here, let me see. It's beautiful and expensive and waterproof, unbreakable and inscribed. Look at the band, look at the quality, look at the brand. There! She hands the watch to Gus. The air is suddenly filled with the delicate mechanical tinker of whirring parts and clinking cogs. Thought is not just a means to an end. Thought is the goal. The watch starts chiming along with the clock in the station. That's us. Grab the bags, Michael. All aboard. Warm morning light, a hotel room. Endlessly tolling bells, deep and grand, roll like waves through the open balcony. Michael, alone, sits dressed, head in his hands. Bells. The cell phone rings. Michael declines the call. The phone rings again. Again. Michael declines the call. Enter Gus. All right, it's time. Already in here? Almost. I just have to pack Kate's things. Michael packs. Gus stares out the window. The bells toll on and on. The phone rings. Michael stares at the phone, then declines the call. The phone rings again. Michael stares at the phone. Were you going to get that? Michael declines the call. It's just work. Just work? I'll get it later. The phone again. Go ahead, don't mind me, it's fine. I have to pack, we have to leave. Go ahead, you should get that. It's okay. If it's work, you should get it. We're waiting on Kate, it's fine. Go ahead. Get some work done. I'll just step out and Gus. I insist. I need some breakfast. I'll go down to the bar and Gus. It is Kate. Where is she? I don't know. You don't know? I don't know. You don't know, Michael. No. No, I don't. That's Kate. That's Kate. That's how she is. Comes home late. Won't come home at all. Puts on a show, paints on a smile, tells a blatant lie. I try and hold her. I try and make her smile. Ever since we lost the kid. Ever since we lost our kid. That's Kate. That's Kate. Frozen and alone. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm sorry, what kid? I thought you knew. I'm sorry. I thought you knew. I didn't. That's Kate. That's how she is. Secretive, silent, alone. A silence filled with bells. Sea nymphs hourly ring his knell, now I hear them, ding dong bell. This ditty doth remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, nor no sound the earth owes. That's right, Shakespeare's Tempest. After the wedding, a week after the wedding, that's when we lost the child. A long silence filled with the bells. When I was 13, I went abroad. I was with my family in one of those ancient walled cities, the kind with all the narrow roads that snake up into the mountain from the moat. One day, alone, I trekked up to visit the abbey at the top. When I was running, I got my foot caught between one of those ancient flagstones. So I tripped and I broke my ankle. At that moment, the snap, the pain, and in the same instant, bells. From the abbey. Bells. In that moment, I saw it. That expanding ring of sound. It was this that pulled each city up out of the ground. Throughout the world, this sound had wrapped its way through the forests, coating the trees. This sound had pushed back the wolves in fear, roaring, "No! No longer does life pass unaccounted for. Time is marked. Like the mind, time is marked. We are here." It's the bell. That is the city's seed. When I think about this story, I think about the kid. I wanted to take him back, show him the spot. He was unmarked. There's no grave. Just excitement, hope, and then a sea of silent grief. The air becomes charged with an otherworldly vibration. The sound of the bells moves to the front as the sound of the jungle rises in the rear. An antiphonal call and response. The voice is heard in the jungle, calling back to the bells. Oh, that voice. It seems like your woods are calling back, Michael. That voice out there. What? That voice in the jungle, to us. It's calling back. I don't write. A wild, charged vibration fills the space. That voice in the jungle, Gus's irregular heart is heard. The savage, relentless sound overwhelms the space. Gus collapses. Enter Kate. After a fit, Gus recovers, rising erratically, intense, alive. Are you excited? Are you thrilled? Now we leave ourselves and enter the wilds. Exit Gus. The tolling bells.